Hey, it's Becky from Patchwork Posse, and I thought I would show you how you can make the Magnolia Bud quilt block using your AccuQuilt. And not only that, but how you can turn this block into sort of a Christmas holiday-ish flower, kind of like a poinsettia, which it's super simple. The AccuQuilt makes it cut out in a few minutes or less, and you'll be able to sew this up super quick. I'll also show you or give you a link in the description where you can find information if you sew 4 of these together to complete a table topper, which is really cute and sews up really quick. Don't forget to check out how you can sew along with me inside my membership, Patchworkers Plus, where I help quilters use what they have, finish what they start, sew a block of the month throughout the year, mystery quilt in the fall, and we have monthly show and tells and workshops with guest designers from around the world. Check the description for your personal link to get more information on joining me. All right, I'm going to show you really quick what this die looks like. So here is the die for AccuQuilt. This will work on your AccuQuilt Go as well as the Go Me, Go Big. You are going to need, I believe it's the 6x12 cutting mat as well. So this is what the die looks like. Just notice that the C is the little squares that come up at the top. So you're going to need 1 for the flower and then 3 of these for your background. You're also going to need 3 of these in your background color. You're going to need these in your leaf colors as well as your backgrounds, and then this is the fabric for the flower, and you'll need this as well for the flower. So I've already got my pieces ran through the machine and all cut and ready to go. So I've got it all laid out. Really, you simply follow the instructions on the AccuQuilt die. These are so handy, so simple, and take all the guesswork out of it. So to make this more of a Christmas holiday version, what I have done is used a red fabric, and then I did use yellow because poinsettias are red leaves, yellow centers, and then, or red petals, yellow center, and green leaves. So the first thing you're going to do, you are going to sew a 4 patch. You're going to sew our 2 half rectangles together and then sew them into rows. So the first units we want to sew are these half rectangles and the 4 patch. Now, if you notice these pieces, they have their corners nicked, which is so nice. So you simply need to lay right sides together, make sure that everything is lined up properly, and you just take it over to the machine and stitch. There's no points, so nothing is going to be jammed in your sewing machine, which is absolutely fabulous. You're going to find the same thing for the half rectangles. These points are cut off and they line up perfectly. So you just need to make sure that everything lines up on the points or the corners that are cut off, and you can go ahead and sew it. Now that I have my pieces all sewn, I can start from left to right and start lining these up and sew my rows together. Now that my 3 rows are sewn together, I can go ahead and sew 2 of them together at a time. You just want to make sure that your seams are going opposite. You can pin them to hold them,
But if they go opposite each other, then you're able to nest those seams and they lay nice and flat. Last row on. And I'm going to sew it with this side up because I can see where this seam goes, and make sure that the one underneath is opposite and lays flat. With that sewn, I went ahead and pressed this, and it is ready to be put into a project. So check the description. I've got a link so you can turn 4 of these blocks into a super cute table topper. It'll sew up really fast. It's very simple, and if you've got the AccuQuilt, this block is really one of those that actually looks pretty complicated, but once you have your pieces cut and you've got them sewn together, they sew together so nicely. Your points are fabulous and everything lays really nice, and it especially takes out the confusion part for these half rectangles, which can always give us a little bit of extra grief, which is not fun. So there you go with the Magnolia Bud quilt block.